In the hierarchy of the skills required of today's leaders, where would you put communication skills, both speaking and writing?
I think there are three fundamental skills for leaders that I would say are co-equal. One you just mentioned, that's communication. And here, not only your personal ability to write and to speak and to present, but also your ability to use the social networks to convey big messages, if you will, to scale communication. So that's one, communication. Um, Co-equal with that, in my view, you mentioned a moment ago, Stephen Jobs, co-equal is innovation. Look, we can always find good, solid, wonderful men and women to do what in the Navy we would say, stand the watch. Just make sure the ship keeps moving forward, knee bone connected to the ankle bone, process. Those are great people and we need them. But leaders have to be innovators. So I would put innovation up there. And Stephen Jobs said, the difference between leadership and followers is innovation. And I think that's so true. So when I look at young officers coming along, I want someone who's going to come up with a new idea. And then thirdly, again, co-equal, these three. I said communication, innovation. The third one is collaboration, building teams.
Yes.
If I look historically at who were the great leaders, I think in the American context of two presidents who are without question our two greatest presidents, and that would be Abraham Lincoln, who guided us through the Civil War, and FDR. And I think, you put George Washington in sort of a special category as the founder president, if you will. But those two, if they had not lived, hard to imagine how this nation would have come through, in Lincoln's case, the Civil War, and in FDR's case, the Great Depression, Second World War. And both of them were consummate team builders. Read Doris Kearns Goodwin's incredible book, Team of Rivals, about the way Lincoln was able to meld together this disparate group, many of whom had run against him politically. Or look at FDR and how he was able to work with personalities as mismatched as Winston Churchill, Charles de Gaulle, Joseph Stalin.
Stalin, sure.
Really?
Yep.
You want to sit around that table at Yalta and figure it out? But FDR did. And so I think collaboration, teamwork, if you will, is that third pinnacle skill. And I think it's those three together that I often talk about, communication, innovation, collaboration, that are the essence of leadership. Let me finish with one other thought, which is that all of that would be irrelevant if it did not rest on a base of values, of truth-telling, integrity, kindness to others. I love the quote by St. Augustine, "Be kind to all you meet, for you know not what burden they carry." Great leaders are like that. Democracy, liberty, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, gender equality, racial equality. Look, we execute those values imperfectly, admittedly, but they're the right values. And I think a leader has to be grounded in those values and then have those pinnacle skills we just talked about.